Raj went for an interview, right? The panel asked him the question for the below mentioned string. Okay, he have a string as AB 65, AB 65, BC 74, DE 98. Now print the sum of the numerics, such as what? 65 plus 74 plus 98. Go and print it. And the conditions here given is use strictly string manipulation methods only, no regex. So still we haven't seen about regex, but now he is limiting us not to use regex. He is asking us to go with only the string manipulation methods. So now, right now, Raj got confused with the question what they show here. So the question is very straightforward. He have a string, and right. So now if you go and look at the string, right, it is available with the pairs, guys. So pairs of two numerics, pairs of two alphabets, and it's a combination of both alphabets and numerics. Now his question is asking us, he want to get only the numerics out of it, and he want to do the summation of it. So apply my 5 tips here again. First, understand clearly what is your problem statement. The problem statement is straightforward. They are telling us to get the numbers and its sum. I know that very clearly. Step number 2, observe how the data is looking on your string. The data is looking after every numeric again, right? After every numeric again, there is a alphabet getting started. After every numeric, there is a alphabet is getting started. Okay. So first what I want to do, right? I want to go and start from a starting of the string, right? Then what I want to do, I need to check whether my current character is alphabet or not. Current character is numeric or not, my bad. I need to check whether the current character is numeric or not. If it is numeric, then I need to check the next character is what I want to do. I need to check the next character is what? Is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, then I need to insert a special character here. I need to insert a special character here. Okay. So now I need to insert a special character here. I need to insert a special character here. And then I need to insert a special character here. Then what I'll do, I'll split it. Then I'll try to get my numerics out of it. So very simple, right? So now let us see how to insert that special character in between there. So that's what, right? I told you in the 5th point, when there is no reference of breaking your string, see the way and insert your special character. Okay. Now see. So now what I'll do, right? Let me take the same string and try to copy on my editor here. So let me open my PyCharm. So let's go and start creating one more Python file, and I'm going to name it as new Python file as example3. Okay. Now let me take data equal to this. Fine. Now what I told, I want to check whether the current character is numeric and the next character is alphabet or not. I need to check whether the current character is numeric and the next character is alphabet or not. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my for x in or for I in range of 0 comma length of data, 0 comma the length of data. Okay, so let me start printing my data colon I colon I plus 1. Why? Yesterday I told you about your slicing. The second one should be always greater than your first one. Second one is going to be called as length of characters. So first I is going to be 0. From 0th position I want to get first character. From 0th position, from the index number 1 I need to get my second character. So that always this syntax is going to give me one character. Okay. So using my slicing concept I'm going to achieve it. Yes, very well. I got till last my index also. There is no issues here. Now let me go back here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove my print statement. I'm going to remove my print statement and I'm going to keep it as current char equal to this. I'm going to write one more thing called next char is equal to next character is equal to I plus 1, I plus 2. Okay, now let me keep a debug point here and check out one by one what is going to be happen there. Now, so the current character is A here. Okay, so the next character, let me copy it and give a watch at watch. Yeah, yes, perfect. We got the next character also B here, no issues. Now let me rotate it back. The current character is B, the next character is 6. Then see, the current character is going to be 6, the next character is going to be 5. The current character is going to be 5 and the next character is going to be B. So now what I want to do, the current character should be a numeric and the next character should be as what? It should be as a alphabet. So like this, right? I need to run till to the last of my string. I need to verify whether I can able to reach to the last of the string or not. Okay. Now see. So how I'm going to keep my condition is going to be important. Now write. So write a condition. Write a condition to check if the current character is numeric and the next character is alphabet. Next character is an alphabet. So let us see that whether we can able to write it or not. Yes, yesterday I told you a method called as is numeric or is digit. Use that case. So if current char dot is digit, right, and next char dot is alpha, then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a temp variable equal to an empty, right? So what I'm going to do here is temp equal to temp plus the current character what I'm going to get. Definitely somewhere it is going to get failed, right? Then what I'm going to do here is temp equal to temp plus at the rate symbol, else temp equal to temp plus current character. Okay, so let me run this, right? Let it run. In my print, let me try to print and see whether I'm getting the current string or not. I don't know. Yes, I'm getting the current character, but what happened here is 65, but we are missing out this one. So what is the issue here? After every numeric, we are good. We are able to print a special character. No issues here. But the issue only thing is when the current character is an alphabet and the next character is an what? Next character is a numeric. We are not inserting here. So now our target is we need to check whether the current character is alphabet and the next character is numeric. So now what I'll do, right? I'll make this one to be a group of condition here, and then on top of that I'm going to write my uncondition. So where I'm going to keep again the same thing here, but I'll change it. Wait, but I'll change it. How I'm going to change? Current character is alpha. Current character is alpha, and then the next character is digit. If it is true, then only I'll allow to go inside and insert a special character. Now see, nothing is going wrong, or I should keep it as or. Sorry. Now see, it is perfect now. I have AB at the rate symbol 65, right? BC at the rate symbol, right? 74 at the rate symbol, and DE at the rate symbol. Now what I will do, right? Here I'm going to use my nums equal to numbers, right? So temp dot split off at the rate symbol. Split it, guys. Now for x in nums, right? So what I'll do, print of x. Now what will happen? We got a word by word. That's it, right? So now what I'll do here is sum underscore is equal to 0. Initially I don't know sum that I have. Okay, now 1 second. So what happened here is, yeah, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give my sum underscore is equal to 0. Okay, now what I'll do here is I'll write a if condition. If x dot is numeric, let it be numeric, then what I'll do here is sum underscore is equal to sum underscore plus int of my x. Now what will happen? I'll be getting the total number of sum. Then what I'll do here is print of sum underscore. Run this. 237. Let me go and use my calculator and check out whether the system generated value is equal to the calculator generated value. So what are the numerics we have there? We have the numerics as 65 plus 74 plus 98. 237. Yes, we got 237. Got it? So this is the way I cracked out my logic. Still, I stick to the principles of 5. The 5 tips I'm keeping in mind. I'm writing my string logics. So how I'm writing this? As I know about the method and its implementation, I know the concept how to implement that. So it will come only on your practice. So follow my sessions regularly, learn it easily, and try to implement it. Okay. So these kind of questions are very much often, guys. As a QA, SDET, if you want to go on, right, the first round will be throwing out on your strings only. So very simple, guys. Analyze the five points. If you know about those 5 points, then ultimately the strings are going to be on your side. Okay. So please follow my sessions, understand it, read it carefully, and try to implement all my logics.